Hey guys, welcome to the House of Maiden Chinwag podcast. First of all, just want to say thanks to everyone for the support and the listen so far. It means so much to me. I've had some amazing feedback and I'm just digging this whole podcast thing. So yeah, thanks again. Subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Episode 3 is with Ollie Gittler. So I met Ollie in London several years ago by Stoked, of course. Ollie is a snowboarder, filmmaker and musician, and he's just one of the most chillest, kindest and most charming dudes I've met. His snowboard films are like pieces of art. He's part of the Welcome family. He shot the side hit Euphoria episode, which blew up years ago, and has recently been filming with GNU with like a heavy lineup of snowboarders. We geek out on music, especially guitars, because he's a guitar lover, of course, and he's a fantastic musician, in fact. And we've both got a shared love of the Elizabeth line in London. Don't know what that is. That's a train line in London, so we're officially train nerds. Anyway, it was so good to have him on the House of Maiden Chinwag pod. I can't wait to share this episode with everyone. So yeah, enjoy. It is absolutely roasting over here. So get yourself a nice cold drink, maybe a beer, maybe some water, maybe a little iced tea, whatever it is. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace. I am in Devon. And I'm at my little studio here, and yeah, and Bucko and the boys are upstairs.
Damn, that is so sick.
And yeah, this is my little, look, got a little set up here.
Is that the breakbeat? Some breakbeats you have?
I've got my, you're gonna love all this stuff. I've got that. Yeah, I've got my, I got one of those Ludwig drum kits.
Yeah. Is it the breakbeats or what is it?
Yeah, exactly that.
Sick.
I bought that in lockdown for like, I think maybe like 200 quid or something, and it's the coolest thing because I used it on the rooftop of our flat in London and did some jams with a friend up there. And I held on to it, and I have it here, and I've just been teaching myself, and like I'm not really good at drums, but I had a jam with a friend the other day, and man, I was like locked in. I think I was telling you. Did I tell you?
Yeah, you told me about it.
Suddenly it was almost like I was like an epiphany. I was like, man, I should be playing some drums more often.
Yes.
I was just like, whoa, and like my hands were just doing stuff, and I was like, what's going on? It was really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then over here I've got, you'll like these, I've got my little Fender
is
vintage
that like
amp.
A small rumble or something for a bass?
Yeah, that's the bass amp, the little rumble.
Sick.
And then I got this like other Marshall is it 2x12 or something like that?
Yes.
That thing's pretty good. But this amp, the Fender one's amazing. That's beautiful.
It looks.
So yeah, I'm trying to sort out a gig down here actually this summer. I met a guy who's got a pub and quite a cool venue, and he was like, he's just a South African guy. He's like, yeah, bro, come down and play some music, Si. I was like, I'm trying to do an accent, but not very good. But anyway, he was like, you could use the venue for nothing and just bring your mates down.
Oh, sick,
so
yes.
I am definitely going to do that. Yeah.
Oh, hells yes, you should.
Are you still playing with your band?
I mean, we did a wedding in August with Tim in Oregon, which was pretty fun. Nice. No, but yes, it's nothing serious and nothing crazy. But yes, we do try sometimes. But it's never been like, oh, we're trying to like have as many gigs as possible or record this and that. No, it's always kind of been for fun. And then people are like, hey, want to come play at this event or want to come play at this thing? And we're like, yeah. Sure. We'll pay expenses and beers. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly the same as us.
Yeah,
with our band, it's literally like once or twice a year we'll get together.
It's with Les, right?
Yeah, with Les, Bill, and now Tom Wright, a friend of ours, plays bass with us. It's exactly the same thing. So we're like, oh, it's a gig, let's do it. And then Will lives in Lisbon. He flies over. We have 2 or 3 really loose practices, and then we just do it, and it's quite fun. I mean, I'd way prefer to be more prepared.
Yeah.
But it's just the way it is. Everyone's like in different places and working and all that stuff. So
for sure. And my friend Tim's in Zurich too, and it's the same thing. I feel like our gigs are like our rehearsals. At the end, we're like, oh, that was not bad. Okay, see you in 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. I want to do it more. I'd like to jam with some people down here.
Yeah, and I need to get to jam too, because that's my thing as well. It's like I don't really play, I just record, and then I don't really like, hey, let's jam for like whatever, an hour, 2 hours, bring the beers. I don't really do that with anyone. And I've
Yeah.
never really had that either. So it's
Really,
like,
yeah. Oh, that's my favorite thing about it, I think.
I know. And I have to, and like the very few times, that I've actually jammed and I was like, fuck, this is actually really sick. But then next day everyone's gone and then, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have like a regular jam thing. But I told you
I
that
know,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Yeah, that is what I love the most. Is just it's just a cool little, it's so funny. It's all about feel, isn't it? Like you'll just start playing with people. It's almost like when you go snowboarding, you sort of start off a bit stiff and a bit like, oh, and then you get into the session and suddenly
Yeah.
you like really feel your groove and you're like, oh, wicked. I'm in it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
for sure, for
just
sure.
things happen and it's like I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, same.
It's so good. Right, I'm just gonna get on my little notes, my show notes.
Ooh, yeah.
I've got to get my show notes up. Here we are. Sick. So, Dee, first of all, thanks so much for coming on my poddy.
Dude, hells yes. I mean, absolutely anything for you. Again, if
Thanks,
you would have
brother.
said like, "Oh, you have to come," I'd be like, "Oh, yep, sweet." I told my girlfriend, "Yep, sorry, have to go under the channel." Yep, and I'll be
Exactly.
in Devon.
Oh man, I love that. Defo, we've got to do that. I've just been. I had a little list of people I wanted on this, and you were like right up there. I was like,
Oh
got to get you
man.
on.
Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, how are you doing? What's going on in your world right now? What's been happening?
I'm doing absolutely great. Just got back from Italy. We were there for a little Severin van der Meer project that he put together. Kind of an experimental thing called Danza Paigi, I think it's called. It's
Nice.
dancing landscapes in Italian. So basically, he brought us in a kind of a secret spot that he discovered with his friend Elio at the far end of a valley in Italy. It was
Right.
warm, but it was like 30 centimeters of cold slush. And yeah, just amazing people. Nico Mueller was with us too, so that was absolutely fantastic.
Wow.
It was
No
so nice
way.
to reconnect with him and stuff. He's just a freaking gem of a human being. And
Yeah, amazing.
yeah, and then my
What's it like
friend,
seeing it? Was he shredding loads?
oh my goodness, he was, I don't know, like, I mean, I've known him from back in my early Burton days when I was a kid, of course, and all the
Mm,
films, but he just shreds like, I don't know, he was like more motivated than anyone. And
oh
not that
wow,
anyone needed motivation, but he was just shredding nonstop. And like, oh yeah, this
amazing,
and that, side hits there, little piddle there, like nonstop. It was just so nice and
amazing.
refreshing. It was actually insane.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
too good. I mean, he's just a pioneer, isn't he?
Yeah, full on. I mean,
Like,
yeah, and to
yeah,
see him kind of, back and like he's healthy and like super fun to hang out with and just like he was just one of us. It was so nice. Yeah.
heck. So you guys were just filming. So for yeah, this project with Severin.
Yeah, Severin had a little idea, little experimental concept going on, and there was like live music to everything that we shot during that week at Ryder's Hotel in Locks this weekend, and then there's going to be a full edit that's going to come out later in the fall. Yeah, just very experimental, some sculpture involved, some sick
Amazing.
writing too, kind of weird concepts in a great way. So even
Yeah,
me, I'm kind of like, whoa, can't wait to see what it actually is. Yeah.
nice. Oh, that's epic. That's so good. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah,
That's
Mikhail Bang
sick.
was there. My friend Matteo
No
Sultane
way.
came from Seattle. Yeah, just a bunch of heavy hitters, but in a
I was about to
really,
literally say that's some heavy hitters in there for sure.
yeah, but in a really cool and like calm
Yeah.
atmosphere. Small Italian cottage, great
Oh.
breakfast. Little lunch bags. It felt like a field trip. School field trip.
Yes. It sounds dreamy, dude.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. I say this to a lot of people, especially for snowboarding. Like, where I'm gonna rewind. Like, where did snowboarding start for you in
Um.
general?
So I'm French, but I was actually born in the U.S. So I'm half U.S.
Yeah.
And when I was born in Boston with my parents, and I was just playing ice hockey and cross country skiing in Vermont. And then my parents decided to move to France because their job in their research center in Boston shut down. Their computer engineers. And they're like, well, either we can go to California or France. My dad being French, he was like, well, and fan of the mountains and stuff, let's just go. and I got into this after work program for kids, and we would go skiing, and then I was just lying on the slope, and literally a snowboarder, that's how I remembered it, a snowboarder ollied over me, and I was like,
No
holy
way.
moly. Like my how do you say, my idols when I was a kid was like, what was it called, the Mighty Ducks movies? I don't know if you remember
Yeah, yeah,
those.
yeah.
And I don't know, they're kind of like cool and kind of badasses on the ice too, some ways, you know, in my
Yeah,
small Disney world.
yeah.
And just that snowboarder ollieing over me, I was like, holy cow, like that's the coolest thing ever. And then, you know, I had to do like a couple, because back then it was more like you need to have the level on skis. And then once you pass certain grades or ranks,
Yeah,
then you can go snowboarding. So I
yeah,
really
yeah.
focused on getting that done, and then hopped on a snowboard and never went on skis again.
Never went on skis again.
Yeah,
No way, that's amazing. Snowboarder ollieing you, so like, yeah, that's gonna make you like what?
yeah, exactly. You know, thank goodness, like I don't know, nobody freaked. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Definitely have to
Yeah,
try.
amazing. And then, yeah, when did you sort of start getting sponsors and getting hooked up? And
I
you know,
think back
is
in the
it?
days, I mean, I think maybe nowadays too, there's lots of local events, local little races, but I feel like back then it was probably a bit less serious too. So, in the sense that you could go to, I mean, of course, I lived in Grenoble, which had tons of resorts around, so pretty easy compared to, I don't know, someone living in the UK that actually has to travel. Or, I mean, you guys
Yeah,
do have lots of indoor slopes and so many people getting active and doing rail events and
definitely.
like, so yeah, you guys get active, but back then, if I felt so natural and easy, and I was like a local events, you know, Saturday races, border
Amazing. Yeah.
crosses, and I remember Burton Snowboards. So Burton France were kind of sent out an ad. I don't even know how, because it wasn't social media or anything back then. They were looking for kids to, you know, hop on represent Burton Kids program for France, and I think my dad, my parents, we prepared like a, how do you say, like a, we called it a book in French. Oh, you have your book, just like a resume, kind of, but not a resume, like, you know, just to present who you are.
Yeah, I get it.
And I remember I just put photos of my cat, me ice hockeying, and then a little bit of snowboarding. But I guess there were so few kids actually uh, kind of applying for this thing. Then Burton was like, "Yeah, cool. He seems like a nice kid. Let's put him on."
Put them on. Sweet.
So straight up, you know, got free snowboards, free clothes. I got to visit
Epic.
the offices in Annecy, you know. Shout out to Olivier Garcin, Frank Rosignol. These guys were awesome to me when I was kids. And
Really wicked.
yeah, and then from there,
Just
just
kept
yeah,
going.
kept
That's so
going.
good.
Took me to an international kids event in the Vino back then. It was the very start of the European Open.
Yeah.
Met Mikkel Bang, Luc Mitrani, Freddie Auspo straight up the bat. Became
Yeah.
best friends, and then yeah, Burton, as kids, Burton took really good care of us, and it was awesome.
That's amazing. And did you wasn't a half pipe something you kind of it's where you sharpen your teeth, right?
I think so, and also that's the thing. Back then, there used to be half pipes literally every second resort,
Ah,
and that's something that I was really drawn into. Like I always loved, uh, obviously skateboarding, but particularly vert ramps and transition. And luckily enough, we had half pipes everywhere in France, or every
wow,
second
amazing.
resort. Yeah, nowadays with the super pipes and the big 22-foot cutters, I think it's more of a, yeah, it's more of a huge investment for resorts. So obviously
Yeah.
priorities have to be set in other places. But, you know, back then it was like 12-foot half pipes, 18-foot half pipes, and it was just fun. Like
So fun,
I
yeah.
was a kid put in these like summer camps in Les Deux Alpes, and like everyone just hiking, and then there would be music, and then, you know, seeing the adults, like, you know, cracking the beers at the end of the session. I was like, wow, like exactly like a mini ramp session. You know, you imagine
Yeah,
that garage music, someone puts in some sick tunes, and yeah,
definitely. That just literally sounds so fun. And you got that constant repetition, haven't you? You know, like
yeah,
skating mini ramp, you're constantly I think that's why people who are good at half pipe are just so good at snowboarding in general because
for sure,
it's a great way of learning all the edge control stuff, learning transition. I
fully.
heard someone talking about it on the bomb hole the other day, but yeah, it's yeah, I think half pipe riders are yeah they seem to be like an ATV. They can kind of do it all.
Yeah, definitely. And also the thing, like, you know, slope style, when you shred with your homies, like you can only, you know, hang out with two or three. Like, you know, you have the run and then you wait for everyone in the bottom, but you don't really
Yeah.
see the full lap. Whereas in half pipe, when you actually have that session and you're hiking, you know, you're hiking back up, you're always kind of looking back down, and you see everyone. So it kind of,
Yeah.
there's like this bubble of hypeness and motivation that I think you don't
Definitely.
really have anywhere else. Maybe if it's like one jump, but
It's
even you don't
compact, isn't
really.
it? Everyone's, you know, under each other's feet, almost literally, like, aren't they?
Yeah, and you don't miss, you don't skip a beat. So I think that's
Yeah.
why I loved Halfpipe so much also initially.
Yeah. I have a similar thing, obviously not to your level, but when I was in Canada, we spent time riding pipe at this place called Nikiska near Calgary. Similar
Yeah.
thing, there were pipes just all over the place. And I rode quite a bit of pipe, and you know, just learning front side and backside airs and things like that. But the bottom of the half pipe was the funnest place to learn shit, because you got, you know, both sides where you can go front side and backside, and yeah, you could just, that's where you learned 360s and 540s and,
Yeah.
you know, flips. And like, I remember that being such a fun place. And just like you say, you do that, walk back up, and you could just hike up like 20 feet and then just drop it and do it again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then, you know, get the
Yeah.
timings with the people that do full runs. I don't know,
Yeah.
it's mayhem, it's a bit of everything, and it's so awesome. And then you get beat, and then you sit back down and watch everyone go again, and you're like, damn, you know.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
is
know, it's
good,
like
man.
that
Yeah, I want to
arena.
go ride a slushy half pipe now.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait. Resorts, we need those 12s, 18
We,
foot, you know.
they do. They need to bring them back. The stunt ditches.
Yeah, exactly.
They're the best. There was one in Meyerhof, I remember, years ago as well, which was really fun. And yeah, they need more of those back, right?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. You know, as you know, tough it is to maintain and stuff, but yeah, I think resorts are understanding little by little. You know, shout outs to
Yeah.
Champs, you know, that which is a sick resort that's trying to
Yeah.
build like so many small transitions here and there. Just trying
Mm.
to step away from the classic like three big jumps, rail line, done, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Make it
Definitely.
more entertaining top to bottom. Yeah, that's what we love.
Nice. Dude, that's so well said. Love it. So obviously, filmmaking came into it. This epic sort of journey of yours. When was that a thing? Because like, I don't know, from when I look at my friends who are filmers now and stuff like that, a lot of them just learnt as they went along because they were filming snowboarding. They didn't study it as such. And like, you know, was that a similar thing for you, or did you study it, or?
Actually, yes. I honestly, I mean, I studied biology and biochemistry, but so I've
No way.
complete different. No, I didn't, and actually, it kind of fell into my hands. Yes, of course, when I was like a kid, like after school, we would, you know, do our little skateboard edits and whatnot. But I think really it kind of fell in by default because remember when Instagram started making videos? It's kind
Mm,
of a non-inspiring way to get into filming, but that's how it
yeah.
went.
Went. Yeah, it
So
was.
when Instagram started making videos, I remember back then maybe just film some videos and see how it goes, because sponsors back then were kind of like, yeah, you know, Instagram was an important thing and still is today.
Hmm.
It's definitely not everything, but yeah, you know, we'll try the video thing for a little bit. And our plan and our idea was kind of like, you know, we get a small little camera and we do 50-50. He'll film a bit of me, I'll film a bit of him. And then naturally, with our gifted talents, it started to become more 95% me holding the camera. And yeah, I kind of got a kick of it. And I think with the amazing connections that I had back then, I was kind of like next to and tied to the people that I still admire today in filming, and they just gave
Amazing.
me the ones and twos naturally. Um,
Brilliant.
and also just by watching, I think, and by loving the film side of snowboarding so much, I think that's just kind of how I made my eye into filming.
Yeah, that's epic.
Yeah. Um,
Amazing. I mean, when I've watched your films over the years, they're so, you know, they're beautiful, man. They're like art
cheers.
pieces. And
Thanks.
there's something so unique about them. So, like, was that an inspiration from someone, or is that just like, you know, a particular camera you were like, I just want to shoot this style with this style camera? And you know, what was the, yeah, the influence, I guess.
Well, I think it really kind of started all with, I don't know, Jake Price is kind of my all-time hero.
Yeah, he's a
Um,
legend.
he filmed every single medium possible, imaginable. If you watch 9191, Jake's last Volcom flick that he made with Gigi Ruff, I
Yeah,
think the intro is filmed with I don't know how many different mediums. All this to
really.
say that, of course, he's the film expert, but it doesn't really matter what medium you kind of use, as long as
Hmm.
you kind of, if it doesn't, how do you say, take away from what you want to do, and that it doesn't change the way you do things. Like film is
Right.
obviously super, super popular these days and all that stuff, but for me it's I do it because I love the looks, and it's way more fun for me, you know, like loading the
Nice.
magazine, put all that stuff. I literally just have so much fun doing it. But
Yeah.
it shouldn't change the way you function with whoever you're filming with, you know. Some might be a bit oh my goodness, it's film, you know, I can't mess this up. I'm like, no. Well, on the low, yes, because film is more expensive. But
Yeah.
like you don't like forget about it. Like this is an iPhone. This is whatever. You could do it as many times. Like film shouldn't be a sort of extra thing, mental thing that should get in the head of writers.
Of
But
course. Yeah.
just watching Jake Price's. There's a movie he made way back in the day called December, where he goes in road trips in Europe and captures like kind of skate van, you know, vibe.
Of
Like so
course.
much
Yeah. Yeah.
personality, so much and that's what I
Love
was really
that.
drawn to. Like, of course, there's perfect artistic shots, you know, like when I watch Tanner Pendleton, you know, like
Mm.
just the master, or like Hayden Wrench, the master of the long lenses and stuff. It's absolutely so beautiful. And then you
Yeah.
mix that with some personality. That's when it kind of hits the spot for me. And
Yeah. Nicely said. That's so true, isn't it? You want
yeah,
that, don't you? Like it's like the old films. Years ago, I started watching. There's so much personality in them, as well as the riding. And that's also why what makes just a really good, great snowboarder is all those elements, right? It's not just like the snowboarding,
no.
and
And
you capturing that in a film is so important.
yeah, for sure. And, you know, people like Seth Hewitt, you know, that put me on these, when I was still
Yeah.
a little bit of a snowboarder, he'd put me on these trips where I'm kind of like snowboarding, but also half of the time filming. And I think that also kind of shaped me in the way I film, because I was still a snowboarder on these sessions, but I still had the camera too. So I was finding myself a lot, you know, hiking up or being at the top of jumps or like top of hits or whatever. And then just kind of being way more into the mix rather than just standing, you know, super far away, one angle or whatnot. And then I love to snowboard. So follow cams kind of came into effect
All
too.
played
So
into it.
yeah, I mean, shout out to Seth. I don't know if it was his master plan all along, but yeah, kind of putting me as a
No way.
snowboarder and a filmer at the same time probably
Wow,
shaped.
that's so cool. Seth Hewitt was like,
Yeah, and
you know,
in
he's. I remember watching him in Shakedown, right? Wasn't he in
yeah,
Shakedown? You
definitely
know,
all.
stuff like and then you're like, he's one who got you is snowboarding and filming. That's just so cool.
Yeah, yeah, he's a huge inspiration, and Skylar Brent too. I mean, you know, he's a bit more quiet on the field, but I love Skylar Brent. For me, he's the perfect mix of the technician, like super technique, and also personality, editing wise. Like all the stuff he does with Mike Rav is just
Oh
it's
yeah, I
just
love
mind
that stuff.
blowing.
Yeah, no, I'm with you
Yeah,
on that. That's so cool. Epic. Oh, that's amazing. I tell you what, this leads me to the movie Sophia, and at the
yeah.
premiere in London, I think I won the baseball,
Oh yes.
which I'm actually going to get. One sec. Hold
Oh
on.
yeah. Oh, true, true.
In its case,
That is so sick, Sai.
look at this guy.
Yes.
It's presented. This is special. This. So, what is
Yeah.
the story of the baseball? I'm gonna put the video on the screen that you sent me as well, which is obviously in the credits, right? But
Yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
why the baseball again? Come on,
I mean,
share with us.
whew. I actually I don't really know exactly why, but you know, again talking about inspiration, you know, Subject Hawkinson, you know, Dave Seoni, and like he also was one where that showed so much personality, and it would be tough to find, I think, on the internet. But there's this one like bonus section of Dave Sony where it's like he's like, is Terry a skateboard trampolinist, or is he a, you know, such and such and such? And I don't know, it just shows so much the personality outside of snowboarding too. And
amazing.
You know, obviously when I make snowboard films, it's all about the snowboarders. But if I had one clip, I used to play baseball back then, and
nice.
I don't know, I just thought that one baseball swing was kind of cool for film credits.
It was so cool, yeah. It looked amazing.
And nothing more to it, you know. I just like the visuals. I like the swing. I like the slow-mo of it. And yeah, you got the baseball from the actual film.
I got the baseball. I mean, yeah, like it doesn't need to mean it. It just was such a nice, it looked so good in the film at the end, and then obviously getting it. And yeah, here it is. Just keep it safe here.
Oh, so sweet.
Oh man, love it. Right, what else have we got for you? Oh yeah, this is from Scove, and he just said,
"Oh, Sophia."
I said to Scove, I was chatting to you on the poddy, and then he's like, "Gittler, split the pint of Guinness, not the G." I'm guessing what he means is instead of splitting the G, just chug half the pint, right?
Pretty much. And maybe kind of like, you know, taking a little nib at the splitting the G trend, probably. Because for him,
that's a good point.
Guinness is his life.
Yeah, it's like in his blood, I think.
I think so. And
at all times, literally.
At all times. Like I can show you, you know, our, you know, drink responsibly, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. 100.
Our messages with Scove is literally just pints of Guinness. Like this is, I'm not kidding.
No
over the times, and it looks like we're drinking every day. Good. No, I'm already at February 2022, so it goes back. But I don't know, Scove. You know Scove. You know you're partners with him.
Yeah,
he's just such a legend, and he's so intimidating, but deep down.
But when you get to know him, he's just he's the soundest dude, isn't he?
Yeah, I love Scove to death.
How did you guys meet them first? When was your first, when did you guys get introduced? Obviously through Volcom.
A little bit, but yes, I think actually we had this one spring, Bang Solemn they used to do in Kitzsteinhorn, Austria, and Scove did the poster and the visuals for the event. And he tagged along, and I don't know, because Scove doesn't talk much, as you know. And I think you and I are kind of his unofficial Labradors.
Yeah, he will definitely agree with that, 100%.
I don't know. I think sometimes I kind of feel the kindness and the deep downness of people, and I don't know. I kind of attached to Scove like a rock or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Or something. Yeah,
it like instantly clicked, and then we had this one little premiere in London, and I hit him up, and he came, and we spent literally 48 hours together. Also, and he showed me all around London.
Yeah, is that when we first met?
That's when we first met. Yeah, absolutely. And he didn't have a place to crash. I had a big bed. He didn't want to sleep on the bed with me. I was like, come on, you know, just hop in the bed. Nope. Slept on the floor. You know, he accepted a pillow. But he's like, no, brother. No, that was Jamie Lynn's. Sorry. No, but he didn't want to sleep in the bed with me. But I don't know. It was just the sickest 48 hours as well.
Yeah.
And then meeting you was absolutely insane too.
It was so good. I think it was funny because he was like, you've got to come meet someone. And I was like, okay. He goes, I think you two would get on. And then I honestly think we'd been hanging out for 5 minutes. I think you went for a piss or something. And I was like, you're not wrong. I was like, I feel like I've known that guy forever.
Same with you, you know?
Yeah. It's the best when that happens. I love it.
And we were tired, a bit hungover from 2 days of London, and you welcomed us in your apartment, you know, just hung out, you know, the coffees and everything. I don't know. You guys are way too cool.
Oh man, anytime, honestly, anytime.
Yeah.
It was so good. Okay, cool. I'm going to go into a little next question for you. So I'll bring the shot up on the screen, but just recently there was a shot Aaron Schwartz took of you.
Yeah.
It's a really beautiful shot. Can you just tell us about that trick and that moment and what was going on? Because obviously that was recent, right?
You know, Instagram could be confusing sometimes. It wasn't recent. I think that's why I said. So basically, we were in Locks last weekend, and I very honestly chickened out on doing a McTwist again. You know, in that big pipe. I think long week, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was kind of, you know, Locks. You know, they obviously have the budget, but they keep that super pipe so freaking perfect,
Lovely.
clean.
Yeah.
Even for the, you know, the general public. So, you know, of course they have the ends to do that, but, you know, mad props to them keeping that super pipe super nice, even though
it always looks good, doesn't it? Always.
Yeah, and they have the mini pipe too, but basically, McTwist has kind of been my kind of one pony go-to trick since forever. And we were actually filming for a Vans project, and we were kind of having a slushy day off in Locks. And then, everyone was kind of pumped, like, yo, all you should do a McTwist. I was like, hell no, you know, freak out. You know, 22-foot half pipe, you know, I didn't do that since a while. And then, Aaron was just there, and I just smashed one, and then the shot ended up being, super fun. And it was kind of a good refresher. It wasn't super recent, but in my head it was. That's why I said. That's why I said in my head this was last weekend. But
when was the last time you did a McTwist?
I did one last season. I try to do at least one every season.
One every season, yeah.
Last season was a bit, you know, it wasn't a perfect one, but I did one.
Yeah.
And still haven't done one this season yet, but we still have a month, 2 months to go. So yeah.
Exactly. Wait till spring. You know, the pipe's nice, but a little soft.
Exactly.
It's such a great photo. I saw it the other day. I was like, yes, it's just beautiful. And obviously, you got that red jacket on board. It really pops against the sky. It's just like the style's amazing.
Cheers! I mean, Aaron's behind the lens, and he's a beautiful person too.
Yeah, I feel like I met Aaron years ago with Scope, but it's a long time
buddies.
ago. So yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah, epic. Yeah, no, love that shot. I had to mention it. All right, listen, next one. Let's talk about, obviously, you love your music, and we were talking about that when we first started. And your music, you put it in your films, which I think's just epic. But
cheers.
What guitars are you running right now? Come on, let's talk guitars for a minute. Just if anyone's listening. I mean, we might not need to go on too long because we might bore some viewers. But
maybe you have to go to Regent Sounds and then have another one of those talks.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. Exactly. Because you've got a nice collection of quite unique guitars.
Yeah, I mean, I have some pretty generic ones, you know, like actually one year we had a tour and Fender was sponsoring or like supporting the tour, so they sent me like a brand new Strat, but nothing special about it. It's funny enough, they sent me the guitar and then never heard of the guy ever again. Maybe they were like, oh, like, what are you doing giving guitars to that dude? But no, I mean, it's not far from here.
Yeah, grab it.
I have this Silverton 1448.
Yeah, that's the
right
one.
here.
I remember you talking about this.
And literally, I think so. This was made in between 1962 and 1964. Nancy Sinatra is actually the face of this guitar, and I think back then it was sold for $68 at Sears. But in 1962, and this guitar, I don't know, it's just so nice and cool, and you can make it sound. There's not too many buttons, you see, tone and volume.
Simple.
Yeah, simple stuff. It still holds well. It sounds
just little
fantastic.
single coil pickup. That's it.
Yeah, you know, the lipstick, you know, Led Zeppelin-y vibes. But I don't know, you can make it sound clean, you can make it sound dirty. It's a short scale, you know, 3/4, so it's just good for my non-stretchy fingers. I mean, it might look stretchy on the camera, but no, it's just a sick guitar that I really love to have on the couch. Also plug it in, and I don't know, it's kind of been my go-to.
Nice.
Since I found it in a pawn shop in Utrecht in Holland.
Really nice.
And my latest edition.
Let's see the latest one. Yeah, I'd like to see the Fender as well that you got given.
Oh yeah, I'll show you that one. It's this Hofner Telebass.
Whoa, with an ashtray on it too. That is so good.
Yeah, Hofner 186 Telebass. I think made around 1972 or 74 as well. And
wow, That is
it's
a good looking bass
absolutely,
guitar, isn't it?
yeah, it's so sick. And then you kind of have like this distortion when you put it on the, you know, on
What,
the
that switch
on the brig.
makes it go
So
dirty?
it's no, so basically these are, you know, neck bridge
Yeah. Oh, right. Your
mics,
pickups. Yeah.
but when you put it on this pickup, it goes like crazy distorted,
Rumbles.
and it's like, yeah, it rumbles really hard, and yeah,
Nice.
took
That
my
is a
time
beautiful
as well
bass.
to find this, and then yeah, love it, absolutely love it.
Sick.
And the Fender, let me go grab that. Yikes. Yeah, nothing special about it. It's just a perfect American Strat Olympic white.
Yeah. Nice. Classic.
Yeah, super classic. My mates have been loving this one too. Yeah,
Yeah.
just sounds.
I'm definitely a big Strat guy. I love them.
Yeah, it's yeah,
You
cool,
can
a
really
cute little
attack them, I feel
collection.
like. You know what I mean? I don't know. I
Oh,
can
for
really like dig
sure,
in on a Strat.
100%.
I've got a Gibson 345, which I love.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And but I kind of, it's so funny how I approach that guitar completely differently. I normally like finger pick it, quite gentle, you know, but with
Yeah.
the Strat, I can just, yeah, I can really dig in more and I prefer it. So
Yeah, and it holds, and I feel it's very forgiving too.
yeah, exactly.
And for me, not being the
Sick.
perfect jammer, you know, it's
Yeah,
yeah, it's just fun. It's cool.
it's
That's
just
our
fun,
little
exactly.
adult toys. Yay! Ooh.
Adult toys are key, dude. I love them. Yeah, I need to get all the rest of my guitars out now.
Hells yes.
They're not here though, unfortunately. If they were, I'd be probably showing them too. So.
Well, you have a nice little drum set behind.
Yeah, exactly. It looks great. So one question I've been asking loads of people, you know, being from the UK as well, is like, who's your favorite UK snowboarder? Like, is there one person which kind of resonates with you?
I mean,
Yeah,
I think the most like, well, obviously, you know, Jamie Nichols, Sparrow Knox, freaking
yeah.
Mia Brooks, you know, like
Wow, yeah.
her style
Ridiculous.
is just crazy, and this actually her sag game is insane, like the pants
Insane.
sagging. And I've been watching on TV lately, and I have no idea how the sag holds so well with, you know, her, you know, massive spins and jumps. Yeah, she's so
I,
rad. I've never met her, but she seems really cool too as a person,
yeah,
which
she's super
is,
cool. She's into guitars as well. She loves
oh,
them.
sick.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
A lot of metal stuff. She's got Explorer, and she posts videos of her like really like chugging away, hitting riffs. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I can see that. And then, yeah, congrats on her boot. Like, a real good friend of mine, Caleb Chomlak, kind of designed the you know
I
the
did it.
graphics of it and stuff. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. But when I was younger competing, like we weren't too many people in the French national team back then, and I was kind of hanging out with the Brits a lot. You know, Ben Kilner was a freaking great
Cool.
homie of mine. Best frontside nines in the halfpipe, actually. Like
Yeah, and he's
facts.
half pipe too, right? Half pipe
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
So that
Oh,
makes sense.
for sure. Dom Harrington, for sure.
He's
Love
a
that
legend, isn't
guy.
he? Yeah.
Legend and so humble. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
he's
was there.
so cool.
So cool. I was there when he did his first frontside double cork in Breckenridge back then.
Really?
Yeah, cab actually, cab double
No
cork.
way. That must have been epic. Was he stoked?
So epic, yeah. And then I don't know. I think I have to say Leslie McKenna.
Yeah, nice.
She was so
Man,
friendly and nice to me, and always so smiley. And I don't know. I kind of see her at the top of the half pipe, and then I think I don't know if she was a TM or maybe she was coaching the GB team at some point, but
right.
I just remember her from back then when I was a teenager, and she was just so lovely and nice and sweet.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Like for me, being a great snowboarder is cool, but I think being a nice person is almost more important, and I would admire that snowboarder way more, you know?
And that's like such a nice take, man. Defo. I love that. It's kind of, you know, you've been sort of in the British snow scene.
Yeah,
You know,
Dan
been in it a
Wakeham.
bit.
Shout outs to Dan
I
Wakeham
was
too.
literally about to say you must have ridden with Dan Wakeham.
Jenny Jones.
Yeah,
You know?
amazing. Sweet. Let's just give them shout outs.
Yeah.
Don't pick one. You don't
No, I
have to pick
can't.
one, don't worry.
No, I can't. I love the GB teams, the
Yeah.
UK. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. All right, this is one question I ask everyone as well. So what's one thing people would be surprised to learn about you?
Surprised to learn about me. Sheesh. I mean, I don't know. What would they be? I don't know.
I think everyone, Yeah, knows a lot about, you and your personality and
I
how
could
you
be a
are as a person
geek.
anyway.
I
You're
could
a
be,
geek.
yeah, a massive geek. I can play countless hours of Counter-Strike. uh, my my brother used to organize like these huge tournaments back then, and when COVID hit, he actually built me a new PC. Because COVID, you're locked in. I could have been doing way more demos and music, but I don't know. I kind of felt refuge in gaming with my homies.
I love that. I can actually relate to that a bit too. I haven't got a games console right now, but I used to geek out on games, and I kind of for some reason have to just not have them in my life, because I love investing my time into being a good guitarist and like
Being
skateboarding,
a good
snowboarding,
dad.
and of course, most importantly, being a good dad as well. And like it's one of those things I'm like, oh, I would love to just get some games and just nerd out, but yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I
in
studied
the past.
a shit ton too, and I've had honors in, I have a BSc in natural science too. I don't know if that's surprising.
Wow, that is cool. That's a great thing to know. Wow.
Yeah.
A
So
BSc, is
yeah,
that like sorry, is that,
it's a
excuse my
bachelor.
note. It's a bachelor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
bachelor degree, which I managed to finish in between. I used to have to go to the British Council of Paris to go pass the exams.
No
Uh,
way.
I remember the middle of an Australia trip, Volcom trip we had. I took the van midway, drove to Melbourne, 5 hours, spent the night there, passed my exams, 3 hours, and then got back on the trip.
No way. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So,
That's some great little takes.
yeah, I think studying is cool. I don't know if I'll ever use my degree, but I'm still passionate and I love, to read reviews, and I have friends that are in the field that are it's just so nice to be able to talk about other stuff too, but it may be kind of shaped a little bit. Whatever you study, I think it's nice to kind of know how to structure
Definitely.
you know, basic stuff parents say. Now
Yeah,
it's my
yeah, yeah,
turn. No, I'm
definitely.
kidding.
That's amazing. Definitely. Oh, I love it. All right, cool. So what you got coming up next? This winter season, is there something, or have you done a lot of filming, or is there something coming up? Like what's
Yeah, so
happening next for?
we finished a film that we made called Étrange Mélange, which means a weird mix
Cool.
in English,
How do I
and
say
that
that?
came out
Étrange.
Étrange Mélange, like a strange. It's a mix, like a strange mix.
Nice.
And yeah, so I've been with the Mervyn family, GNU Snowboards, last year, and we put that film out, and we're just
Yes.
again you continue the ball rolling with Matteo Soltane, Cannon Cummins, Jaden Chomlak,
Amazing.
just the whole Marcus Rushta, the whole GNU squad is so young and fresh and talented, and yeah, just keep that ball rolling, and then continue
Epic.
making films with them. Yeah.
Nice. And will you go? I feel like you film in Canada a lot, or am I wrong? Is it
Yeah,
all over the
so
place?
basically they're all in the Pacific Northwest. So it's Seattle, all around Vancouver,
Yeah.
all that area. So it's more me that comes into their world than coming to Europe, of course. So it makes it a bit easy too, in a sense that they kind of love to show and their hidden gems at home. And it's basically just me traveling the long ways, which is kind of
Yeah.
a bit easy too, instead
Sick.
of like having 10 people going, back and forth all over. But
Definitely.
yeah, Pacific Northwest, beautiful
Amazing.
place.
Hey, didn't I see you in a few years ago? I was in Canada and I saw you, didn't I? In
In
Nelson.
Nelson, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
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 yeah. I'm
yeah.
sure. I was like pretty sure we
For
definitely, it was
Scope's
like just for
birthday.
one. That was it. Scope's birthday. That was a good night, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was good
yeah,
times.
yeah,
Hell
beautiful
yeah. I
spot,
love
Nelson,
Nelson. I'd love to go spend more time there.
for
Such a cool
sure.
place.
And I guess you're
Um,
always welcome with the Pensieros. They'll
yeah,
always give you
yeah. Oh mate.
shelter.
Yeah, they're legends, those guys. Yeah, we just made some really cool like bold face rings for them.
Sweet, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they look sick, so we need to get them sent out to him. And yeah, he's such a legend, like supports us, and yes, big
Yeah,
respect to Jeff.
yeah, unconditional love to snowboarding for sure.
Exactly. Last thing, when am I gonna hit the Lizzie line with you in London? Come on, we gotta get that.
Damn, the Lizzie line. Hey, hey, hey. And this is not a setup,
Get
I
it.
swear. It's on my drum set. But hey, I've got
Oh
the
my God, there it is.
Lizzie line
Look,
tote bag
look at
here.
that.
So when I'm gonna come and take the Lizzie line, I'll be like this walking, you know, a little tote bag
So
and
if
stuff.
anyone watching who doesn't know what the hell we're going on about, that is the Lizzie line is the new train line in London, and me and Ollie love it. We cruise that thing, don't we? And that bag is the patterns on the seats. So all the trains have different patterns on the street. And yeah,
The same fabric.
A little
as the
purchase from the same fabric. And it was a purchase from the London Transport Museum, wasn't it?
Yeah. Takes you to Heathrow. It's smooth. It's nice. It's just
spacious.
Spacious. You know. Yeah. You meet people randomly. I actually met Scof randomly taking the Lizzie line too.
Yeah,
yeah. Maybe we need to have a section, you know, where you interview homies in the Lizzie line too.
Yeah. That. I literally every time I get that train, I think of you every time. It's so funny. I think there's a bunch of pictures on
all the time.
There's a bunch of pictures on your phone where I've just sent you pictures on the Lizzie.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, if we look at our conversation, it must be like all purple seats, Lizzie line.
That's amazing. Well, it's literally been an honor to have you on here, bro.
Oh, thank you. It's been fun.
I really enjoyed that, and looking forward to sharing that. I think you're going to be like the 5th or 6th episode. I'm going to start dropping them end of April time. So
sick. Yeah, that's nice.
Like, thanks, bro. That's been a real treat. So I will.
Thank you, Sai.
Mate, love it. I just look forward to seeing you soon. Get to London when you can.
Yeah, Eurostar. It's so easy. I have to do it more. Much love, Sai.
Take care, brother.
Peace out.